Antonio Dominguez is an inspector in Section 59104. His birthplace is Havana, Cuba. He came to America in 1913. He has traveled extensively throughout South America.
Mrs. Clarice Rush is a machine operator in Jobbing 27C. She was born in Antigua, the British West Indies. Mrs. Rush came to this country in 1914, and her husband served in the U.S. Army in the First World War.
Raimundo Coyote, inspector at the water shops, was born in Cebu, the Philippines. He is a disabled veteran, having served in the United States Coast Guard.
Mrs. Mary Rokas is a machine operator in the bolt room job shop. She was born in LaGuardia, Greece, and came to the USA in 1920.
Hans Christensen is a machinist at the water shops. He was born in Laseket, Norway, and came here when he was 16 years of age. Ernest Rafaliart is of Belgian ancestry. He was born in Roubaix, France. He came to this country in 1928 and is a machine woodworker on the sunset shift in the stock shop.
Mrs. Sonia Eventov is a shop inspector on the sunset shift in Building 103. She was born in Dvinsk, Latvia, and came to America in 1922. After World War I, she saw the fighting during the Russian Revolution.
Thomas Tier, Junior Superintendent of Production, Manufacturing Activities, was born in Birmingham, England, and came to this country in 1925.
Mrs. May Llewellyn is employed in the jobbing shop on the sunset shift. She came to the U.S. in 1912 and was born in County Leitrim in the west of Ireland.
Cheshu Yip, formerly of the Bolt Room, is now in the apprentice school. He was born in Canton, China, and came here in 1928. He did graduate work at the University of Chicago and for the China Institute. Mr. Yip expects to teach in China when the war is over.
Andrew Fedora is employed in Section 51 of the job shop. He came to this country in 1906 and was born in Sedlis, Czechoslovakia. Mr. Fedora has operated a taxi service in Westfield since 1921.
Mohammed Mustafa, a machine operator in Section 59104, came to this country in 1905 and was born in Al-Aziz, Turkey.
Peter Golashevsky was born in Koryczki, Poland. He is a gang boss in the machine shop at the water shops and has a son, Stanley, also working here.
Fred Zeder is employed in Building 104. His birthplace is the Republic of Lebanon in Syria. Mr. Zeder has two sons at the Armory. David is a principal draftsman at the water shops, and Michael is a machine adjuster in Receivers 104.
Henry Hansen, steam fitter in the service division, came to the USA in 1919. He was born in Odense, Denmark, and says that he has not heard from his relatives over there for 3 years.
Carl Carlson was born in Abild, Sweden. He is a foreman in the dye room at the water shops. Mr. Carlson served in the U.S. Army during World War I and has a son, Arthur, who is now in the Quartermaster Corps.